Who gave us this?
You give us what?
That was at the cigar place.
Oh, yeah.
That was the one I didn't
I
get.
was thinking, we didn't talk to them at all.
I did try to go to their booth, but every time I passed by, they were busy. So just let them be. Let them make some money. Aventura, that is. I hope you guys made some good money. Because it looked like you did.
How many bases did you give out?
Not a lot.
Not any.
Probably like,
Not a single one.
I don't think I was against the rules.
Probably like 10, 12.
yeah.
Against the rules.
Only to specific clientele. So, like, basically, people go to La Galera, they get vetted to go to San Parai, and then he vets them even further to go to Besa.
Interesting. So when do you bring Michael Knowles on?
I think we'll get there. I think
I think we can do it.
it's a matter of time. Right, Michael? I'll message you on Twitter.
Yes.
Zach is here.
The tariffs.
Listen, I don't think the tariffs are going to have a big impact on us.
Especially because there's so many people in Washington, D.C. that smoke cigars. Well, I watched it.
Did you know?
They had a whole segment about the tariffs.
Yeah, guess how many people went to that?
Like, I don't know. I walked by, I was like 10.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
The tariffs.
Wait, can we just pause for a second? Go to your screen.
Oh, what the heck happened?
You are tuning in to the Cigar Guys podcast, where aficionados and newcomers alike gather to explore the vast cigar universe. Meet your host, Alexander Gonzalez, Mark Nikollaj, his big little brother Zachary Nikollaj, and Jared Burrows. So sit back, light up, and let's get the conversation started.
Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Cigar Guys. All right, we are post PCA.
Yeah, we are.
Post New Orleans. All right, post Bourbon Street. Post. What's it called?
Hustlers.
Post formal. All right. Post frat house. Post.
Scootin' bootin'.
That's what it is.
I was getting there.
Yeah.
Scootin' Bootin' was the frat house.
No. Well, it was. Yeah, that was a true frat house.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but there
saying.
was the frat house
Oh, yeah.
that we went to, who actually had good live music.
That was the after party.
That was the after party. And post the Roosevelt, Waldorf Astoria, they have a mailing system that goes up all 123 floors that they got over there. All right. It's not that many. It's like 9. But you know what I'm saying.
What Zach is basically saying is that we're the only people in PCA that hung out with 20-year-olds.
And 80-year-olds all at the same time.
Exactly. That's called balance right there.
Balance. You know what? We got tired, right? Went back to Waldorf, hung out by the pool, sipped on some old fashions, Sazerac bar. You know, Sazerac invented New Orleans. You know what I mean?
NOLA.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark knows what I mean. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we came back from PCA. We're going to share our experiences, some of the cigars we had, some of the ones we still need to have, people we talked to. So I think we'll just start in order.
We got
Chronological order.
cigars, po' boys, oysters, hush puppies. What else we got? Come on, Mark.
I think my first cigar out there was
Cigars.
the Knuckle Punch.
Sure.
Keep talking. I'm going to give you a knuckle punch.
Knuckle sandwich.
The Knuckle Sandwich.
The Puro.
The Puro, yeah. Actually, exactly what Jared's smoking right
That's
now.
actually what I'm smoking right
what,
now.
what are you smoking, Jared?
I'm smoking the Knuckle Sandwich Puro.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
It is.
It actually was a really good cigar. My favorite knuckle sandwich now, by far, actually.
I would say it's one of the better ones. I'm not a big Knuckle Sandwich fan, but it's one of the better ones.
I concur.
It's a free cigar, Mark.
We got like 3 of those for free. They were handing those things out like hotcakes.
It's good.
We had hotcakes.
Okay.
I have right here the Illusion Empernay, Marc Deluxe, something else I'm not going to read. Zach has
I got
Cigars.
the Cigar. All right. Got the Artista Colorado.
Ooh, new to me.
New to me.
New to
I've
us.
never smoked it, actually.
Mark?
About to take my first puff.
I got some Adventuro action going on.
Ooh.
The Royal Return, more specifically, this is the Lancero,
Ooh.
which is the Leaf Master.
I think
series.
this is your first Lancero on the podcast too.
You might be right.
That would be wild, actually.
I just recently watched all 115 of them. So
And I was talking about how I love Lanceros, and it's my first one on the pod, so they're just hard to come by now.
crazy. I'm looking forward to having that one. All right. So here's what happened. We all wake up, except for Jared. Drive to the airport. Where's Jared? Jared doesn't make it. Too bad. We leave.
We go. Couldn't get a seat. Boom.
Mark almost doesn't make it. But then guess what? I said, hey, this guy, Cigar Guy, they said, let me see what I can do. Got him on the plane in a better seat than me and in a way better seat than Zach.
that's a true
You're
friend
welcome.
right there.
That's
True
true.
friend.
Did they tell you what happened?
No, please tell everybody what happened.
What happened was,
Tell us.
so
Yeah.
I text everyone. I'm like, hey, make sure you check in. All right. I check in. Alex
I check in.
Alex
I
checks
checked in
like,
before you, actually. I checked in before you sent the message.
no, I checked in and then I'm like, oh shit, let me text them.
No, bro. I got the email and checked in that same
Okay,
minute.
okay, pause. I just want to say that the check-in didn't matter because there were two people that checked in and paid to pick their seat that got booted off the plane.
So it was just random. Cool.
It was just random, yeah.
So we get to the airport.
We'll let him
Mark
have it.
forgets to check in. He checks in the morning while I was on our way there, basically, and doesn't have a seat. So we're like, we got to go. We go to the airport. Still doesn't have a seat.
For once, Zach said we got to get there early.
They said they changed the plane to a smaller plane. Well, when I picked my seat, there was only 40 seats on the plane. I picked the very last row.
Yeah, you picked the very last.
I swear to
row.
God, I did.
You picked it?
Hell yeah, I did. You have the most fun in the back, which I did.
Near the bathroom,
Bumpiest
of
ride.
course.
Huh? It is a bumpiest ride. I haven't flown in the back of a plane in years. And it was absolutely terrible.
4 days.
Zach usually
We had
flies
fun
first class, so I'm not understanding why you chose the back this time.
You know, sometimes you gotta humble yourself, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm in the back. As I'm going in, I don't know if I told you this. As I'm going in, I like tell the lady checking in, I'm like, hey, that's my brother. I can't fly without him. I walk in the plane.
My emotional support person.
And what's it called? So we get on the plane and we're all like, I'm in the back with these two frat guys and we're taking bets on who's going to make it, who's not going to make it. Because they had buddies who didn't have a seat. You didn't have a seat. And then finally...
Guy in zone 1 didn't have a seat.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That's wild.
Everyone was zone 1 on that plane.
Yeah, literally.
Except for you. But
I was true to my word. I was zone 2 and I stuck by it. And this guy's going, if you're not in zone 1, get out of line. And everyone's in line.
and that guy sat right next to me also.
Yeah, because he didn't have a seat.
He was a funny
Or
guy.
his wife didn't have a seat.
Yeah, he was
Anyway.
a pretty funny guy.
The
Anyway, go ahead.
the craziest part was that, like, while this was going on, everyone was coming up to, like, hey, my app says I have a seat. Am I good to fly? And they're
Oh.
like, yes. Like, obviously, we just said that. You know?
Okay, yeah. The plane that they said was smaller had an extra row in the back, and they're causing trouble because like we don't have enough seats.
But we had more
Meanwhile,
seats.
the one we picked was 40 rows, 3 and 3 on each side, and then it was actually 3 and 3 on each side. The back of the plane was only supposed to have 2 seats on the left side and like 2 seats on the right for row 40 or whatever.
So it had 2 extra seats by the time we got on.
So it should have, unless they overbooked it, which I think they did, and they just
Exactly.
didn't want to tell us.
Everyone that was waiting out there made it on the plane.
Yeah.
Everyone.
So what zone are you?
I didn't have his own brother.
So finally, me and Alex are texting with Mark. Mark's like, I'm going to get this check, get this bag.
I ain't making
I'm going
it.
to stay at the airport, get my hotel credit.
And then the FOMO hit.
And then and last minute, he's like, oh, yep, 16A. what was the seat were you?
17
like
or something.
17.
17 something. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I couldn't even pick that seat.
It was reserved for Mark Nikollaj, the CEO.
It was pretty crazy, though.
1102 Cigars.
Meanwhile, someone had an extra seat on the plane.
Someone that happened to be from our hometown, actually.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, someone. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, I think he already knows. I'm pretty sure I told him.
And then coming back, we had plane troubles.
Did we?
Coming back, we're in the lounge. We're ordering this food. Oh, you on chronological?
Yeah, chronological.
All right.
Chronological. All right, we're on the plane. Zach's having fun. I'm not. Mark's asleep. We land. I don't know. On the plane.
What'd you do on the plane, Mark? You guys know what I did.
I was doing homework.
Oh, okay. I was in the back chugging hurricanes to the point where the flight attendant just started handing them out. I was like, hey, we got more. I'm like, okay. She sends them our way. Chug them again.
Meanwhile, I was in the middle of a wall of black chicks. True story.
Living my dream.
They were also, let's just say they should have bought 2 seats for themselves. Let's just put it that way.
Were you in the middle?
Yes.
Nice.
I would, yeah.
Get a few numbers?
You got all of them.
All of the numbers.
Easy money. Easy way to start.
You made it, though. I'm glad you said
I did make it, yes.
But anyways, anything excite you guys about the show
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
As long as it's in chronological order.
that we don't have to do?
Yes, we do.
Get in an Uber. Go to the hotel.
Oh my God.
Excited me. Boom. There it was.
What
A
hotel?
50-foot mail drop. That's what I was most excited about, that hotel.
What cigar specifically excited you guys most?
Oh, let me get there.
Oh my
Jeez.
God, dude.
Mark, this podcast doesn't have to be 30 minutes long. We can go longer.
So hear this out, right?
I'm just trying to get to the actual content of the show.
Call the Uber.
We're getting there. We're almost there.
Call the Uber.
Yeah.
We drop off the bags. Guy, forgot his name, called us Nikollaj, said it perfectly. Anyway, we get in the Uber, go to get our badge. Boom. Event. Opening event. Guy Fieri. Cigars.
Guy Fieri Cigars.
Guy Fieri Cigars. Maduro aficionado. All right. Kevin from Cigar Prop. Right? Yeah.
I'm shaking my head, yes.
Who else was there? The Cigar Guys were there. Right?
Damn.
Cigar store owners.
Cigar brand owners.
Cigar brand owners. Famous people.
Lesser media.
Servers. Food.
What the fuck are we talking about?
So
here?
we get to the opening reception. Well, actually, what happened is we walked in, got a Guy Fieri cigar. He was speaking. We left. Got to the opening reception. Guy was there again, somehow. More cigars. Took a picture with him. Mark told him they owned restaurants. He didn't care. Then we kept
what
going.
happened.
Went to the bar. Got some drinks. Hung out with a lot of cool people. Great opening reception. I'm told that it was one of the best.
Actually, yeah, they had a lot of entertainment. They had like New Orleans entertainment.
They had food. The food was the best of any PCA, so I'm told. It was good.
Actually, the food on the opening day was amazing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bro. So we were there for like an hour and a half. David Swinburne. Of course, we had to see him. Saw David. Met some people, and then we said, you know what? It's time to go. So we left. Went to the hotel.
Did we see him that day?
Yeah. He was our last person.
On opening?
I don't remember seeing him on opening.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing him.
Oh, yeah, we did. We met the international brokers.
He was with friends. And then that guy came up to us. He's like, the Cigar Guys, I have a shirt from you.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's right. Yeah.
We saw that guy everywhere, man.
He was like, I got a shirt from you. I'm like,
Yeah, but he
No, you
ignored
don't.
us since then. Or maybe he ignored me.
I think he was drunk.
I think it was he drunk.
I think he was drunk, yeah.
Went to the hotel. Again. Got our bags. For real this time.
Nikollaj!
And then we went to Cuban Creations. That was our first stop.
It's packed.
It was packed. Cigar TV in the house. AKA the Cigar Guys on the TV. On Cigar TV. And then it was packed. So we got our cigars and we left. And that's when the shenanigans began. Pre-shenanigans. Hung out till 12:30. because we're old. Day
Not-
2.
Not the second night, though.
And then we go to day 2. Now, this is what Mark wants to talk about. The real deal. PCA. We're there in real life. Early access, 9 a.m. because we're media. What do? Boom. Selected tobacco. Straight through. Straight there. Oliver, what's up? Let's do an interview right now. He said, bet. We're going to do 2 interviews. I said, bet. Do the interview. Great booth. Fantastic booth. They spent like $500,000 on that booth.
Yeah, what did he give us? A Bandolero? What's it called?
The new Bandolero.
Yeah, new Bandolero. Okay.
Yeah, that was a great cigar.
Fantastic. Great way to start the weekend.
That's pretty cool of
The
him.
official weekend. Shout out to United Cigars and Select Tobacco. They are definitely top 3 in terms of how they treat the media. We're the little guys,
The real
you know?
media, though.
Well, yeah, the real media.
The real
you know.
media.
Yeah. You think he's that friendly with everybody?
I'm not going to, say that, but...
You saw. You were there.
You know, we actually got told multiple times. I feel like, they're like, I appreciate what you guys do. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
It makes you feel kind of warm and fuzzy inside, right? Gives you a little boost.
I mean, it got to the
did.
point where we were being begged
Beg for what?
just to be there.
Have your presence
just
there.
be there.
Get that little,
Shout out
little
David.
warm fuzzy inside. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he actually was like, don't leave, come back. But that's just because we're bros and we're hanging out.
Well, it's because David fucks.
That too. That too. Game recognizes game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pouring shots.
Yeah, let's FaceTime. Let's put him on. Let's put him on the podcast right now.
We should.
Mayflower Cigars had a great looking booth.
Oh, I love that. Actually,
Mayflower
their booth.
booth.
They
Yeah.
won best medium-sized booth.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I didn't even vote for it. I just forgot, but I'm glad they won because that's who I would have voted for.
I didn't vote at all.
I know, yeah.
Who won the
totally
best
forgot.
overall booth?
So the largest booth was AJ Fernandez, actually. Which, no offense, wasn't anything special.
I guess if you include their Opus X booth and then their God of Fire booth and then their,
AJ Fernandez?
their main AJ Fernandez booth.
AJ Fernandez.
Oh. Never mind.
What was their booth? Didn't they have that like
it was
model?
like AJ Fernandez, they had like a kind of a square booth with some tables. I mean, there wasn't like, I mean, you had La Aurora, you had Drew Estate, you had Toro Fuente, Padron. I mean, no offense, AJ Fernandez, fantastic company, fantastic blender. But to me, their booth wasn't the best.
But it's not, I really don't remember it.
Exactly.
Damn.
I just thought Padron had like the classiest looking booth.
Yeah, but I guess they've been using that for years.
Yeah, that's what the guy said.
Maybe that's why. Maybe like a lot of these people,
Yeah.
they won already in the past. So it was like, Anyway. Yeah, I mean, people were spending $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 on these booths. But from what I told, they make their money right back from that weekend. So, of course, we saw our first scheduled meeting, our boys at the Cigar Hustlers just across the lake with Mike. Interviewed him. We had a few other people after that scheduled. I'm probably not going to remember everyone. I'll just look at the cigars and I'll be like, Of course, Artista Cigars. That was one of our last ones, actually. What else happened on the first day? First Saturday, official day.
Oh man, that day was so long.
For real.
It was just consistent interview after interview after interview.
Talking to people.
I
Walking around.
smoked what, 12, 11 cigars that
Total?
weekend?
Oh, yeah. You had 5 on Saturday, I think.
No, I had like 6 or 7 on Saturday.
Well, point being.
So that's 2 over you.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
I was really hoping someone would get to 15 and just blow it out of the park.
Dude, honestly, I would have if it wasn't so smoky in there. That's my only complaint with it.
Damn.
Yeah, it was very smoky.
I did their survey today and I said the one thing to change is like, if possible, more ventilation or better ventilation.
Well, what annoyed me, I almost like walked up to someone in the convention because they have exhaust fans.
Yeah, they should have been blasting those.
So, and it was nice out. You know, like they were keeping the back doors open. At least every hour, they should have turned them on for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just get the majority of the smoke out, close it up. Because, you know, you got to keep the AC in. But. And I'm talking like industrial size fans, like leading outside.
Yeah, I guess I could have kept the back fans open because the AC was towards the food hall. So that way it,
it's negative pressure.
pushes the smoke out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's happening is they had some fans that were on, let's say, the right side, blowing all the smoke to the left side of the convention. So the left half was super smoky. But if you walk to the right, it was like a wall
Yeah.
that just ended. And then you'd have like fresh air pretty much.
The middle was definitely the smokiest, though.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
And they were keeping the back doors open, which it's blowing air in, which pushed the smoke to the hallway, which they didn't allow smoking in. But yeah. Other than that, it was fantastic.
No, it was
I
great.
think I would have hit 15 at least if it wasn't that smoky. I mean, I was dying by the end of it. Man, I was like having trouble breathing.
Were you still fasting this whole time?
No, I was eating over there.
That would have been gold.
I will say the actual convention food was not good. But I don't know what caterer these people used, like for the sponsored happy hours and the opening reception. Their food was really good.
Oh yeah, they had these.
So every day at like 4:00, and then other events they would have that same caterer giving out different food like chicken steak and local cuisine and stuff.
yeah, they had these baked oysters that were amazing.
Yeah, they were really good. I'm not sure if it was the gin that told me it was really good. Or
No, they were good.
See, you know, I noticed something. Jared's never there when I'm drinking gin.
I know. I was about to ask, but I didn't want to.
I feel like just you try to bring back some of the happiness and the livelihood into the group. And if Jared's not there, you have to compensate.
It's really refreshing, gives me a warm fuzzy inside when Zach talks about me when he's drinking. I feel really good inside.
That's all I talked about. I'm like, it was later on in the day. It's night. We whatever. Go back to the hotel. Get ready. I'm like, dude, we got to go out for Jared.
in his sleep.
So we went out.
Jared.
Don't go. I like that song. Anyway, yeah, we got back at 2:30 in the morning. I laid down. I'm like, dude, we got to go back out for Jared.
Yeah, 15-minute nap, no problem.
Yeah. And we could have done it.
What'd you guys think of that Placencia reveal?
Champagne was good. Whiskey was good. The food was good. They had these like steak bites.
Yeah. Those employees handing out those cigars were kind of mean though.
Yeah, they were like being stingy. And it's like, okay, we got invited to be in here and you're not handing them out, or are you? Like,
I noticed they were handing them out to like the guys at least that were handing them out to like their friends.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like I witnessed him hand a guy 3 cigars, right? And I'm like, hey, my buddies are they're over there. We're all waiting on cigars. Can I just grab 2 for them? He's like, no, they gotta come here. I'm like, can you go over there? He's like, nope. He's like, they gotta come to me. I was like, all right, whatever, man.
And then 2 seconds later, someone came.
Yeah, and then I got another cigar from the other lady because fuck them.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right. I got 2.
Just for the harassment that we dealt with.
Well, it is kind of crazy, right? If you're going to invite media to an event to showcase your cigar, and then when they get inside, you're just going to treat them like shit, you know, it is kind of fucked up. Like, yeah, okay, they bought us food and or like hors d'oeuvres, champagne to celebrate, but like,
Listen, they took very good care of us, but at the end of the day, they fucking sucked.
no, but at the end of the day, it wasn't them who did it. It was the servers who worked there.
Yeah.
Because
You're right.
Yeah, it was a Placencia
You know-
employees that were handing out the cigars.
yeah,
The servers were great.
No, yeah, you're true.
yeah,
That's
servers were great. Yeah.
No, I mean, I think they were just trying to limit giving away so many cigars. So they're being like overprotective of them, which I get.
No, I saw them hand a guy like 3. I saw them hand another person 2.
No, they were definitely like picking and choosing.
It was just the employees picking out who they wanted, like their friends.
Gotcha.
But still managed to grab one.
So everyone got just 1 instead of 3?
Yeah.
Okay, at least you got 1. Not a 4th?
No, I have yours.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That's good.
But I guess the cigar coming down from the ceiling was kind of cool.
See,
It was a little extra.
they hyped it up too much.
They
They're
did,
like,
right?
They're like, something's gonna come down from the ceiling.
I thought it was going to be
What was
like
it gonna be?
confetti.
They should have had cigars drop.
I legit thought it was gonna be like confetti, sparks, like, and then they're like, all right, now turn around, and I'm over there recording. And it's just like these cigars lowering at like an uncomfortably slow speed. And I'm like, that's it. Like no sparks, no like nothing.
Yeah, I bet you if Mayflower Cigars did that, it'd be a freaking show.
Shoot, Mayflower.
Did you smoke that cigar?
No, the placenta.
Yeah.
No, I saw.
Did you smoke it?
No, not yet.
It's actually really good. It's my favorite from the Alma series.
Yeah.
Personally,
If Mayflower did it, they would have had Secret Service,
cannons.
Donald Trump would have walked in holding the cigar.
Ben Shapiro would have popped out of nowhere.
He would have put it on the ground, put
My
a
wife's a
golf
doctor.
ball on top, hit the golf ball into a target, and the target just shoots cigars to everyone. Like I could see it now. You can see it. Can you see it?
I'm envisioning it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
He's stiff.
From the very beginning. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, he's a cool guy though. I like when you're interviewing, he immediately started talking about the terrorists.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a feel of where you're at
Exactly.
politically. And I think you did a fantastic job doing that, really representing us over the long haul at NOLA.
I made sure he knew.
Yeah.
I said, listen, I like what you do. You know, I've been following you for a bit. You know,
We love you having on podcast just for a few minutes or a few hours.
I didn't like the whole fanboy act, but
Yeah, that was a little.
that's joking.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was not fanboying at all. I just wanted to let him know who you were.
We had to retake that twice. We booked 2 slots because we knew Alex was going to fanboy the first half. Like, oh my God, I'm so happy to meet you. You're an idol.
Don't make me look bad. Don't make me look bad. That wasn't even scheduled, too. I would just walk by. I was like, hey, is he free? And he was like, yeah. And I was like,
They're
cool.
like, media? Yeah. Okay.
Exposure? Those Cigar Guys? But no, he was cool. He was chill. Sat down. I was like, let's talk about it. New cigar. Not even released yet. Whipped it out. And he was like, here we go. I was like, okay.
Did
Can't
you
wait to try them. Maybe next time. Maybe
Maybe when we get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's one thing we didn't do over there. We didn't, which is testament to us. We didn't ask anybody for cigars.
I will say, out of the media, nothing but respect. Never, didn't try to interrupt. Mark and Zach maybe, but didn't try to interrupt. Didn't ask for anything. As per the guidelines, we followed the guidelines. We didn't ask for anything. But of course, our friends, people that know our worth.
Except for David. I asked so many cigars for him.
I didn't ask for a single
Speaking of
thing.
David, I forgot that Super Lancero. So can you mail it to me?
We are going to have Super Lanceros on the next podcast with David.
Isn't it like next month, I believe, actually.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be here for the event.
He said whoever finishes first gets a second one, I think. That's what he said.
Jared's already got locked down.
I will inhale that.
I can see that because when we interviewed him like last month, he did that. He handed me a cigar mid podcast,
Yeah, he did do that.
which didn't last.
Jerry
But
knows what
it's
he's
so
doing.
good.
He's like, we can't not be smoking here. No, he's a great guy. Very, very generous.
Yeah. I mean, he only charged us like $1,000 or $500 to hold our bags
Yeah.
at PCA. So that was pretty cool.
There were cigar influencers that were asking for free cigars.
That is true. That was funny. I didn't witness anything personally, but we were told like this fucking guy comes up to me and he says, "Hey, I'm a cigar influencer, man." And he's like, "Cool. You want a cookie?" Like it was funny. Yeah, I was like, "Did you give him a cigar?" He said, "No."
But he's a cigar influencer.
Just goes to show you
Can you name a few or after the
real
podcast?
influence. Monkey something. I have no idea.
No
No idea.
Sure.
We wish him the best of luck, though. I'm sure he's doing great things.
Tell you what, I was doing that after I heard about that guy, and I got quite a few.
You became a beggar.
Yeah. I mean, it's New Orleans, so.
True.
Oh, we met the owner of Romacraft.
Oh, nice.
The chief.
Did you
himself.
interview as well or no?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if I can air that one because somebody forgot to plug the microphones in. So
I plugged him in.
Yeah, the last 20 seconds.
Which
I
is-
rewatched that video. He's like, "Yeah, so there it is." Okay, cool. Thanks.
I'll do the voiceover.
And you can't ask to redo it, right? Because it's like,
We already took up your time.
Yeah.
There's a line waiting for you. Zach fumbled the bag twice, actually. Not gonna lie.
It was twice.
what's the second? Oh yeah.
Were the mics not working or you just don't
No, it
turn
was
them
Zach's
off?
fault.
or-
He didn't plug him in. like to the phone.
Alex's phone was dying. I was worried about his phone dying, and then
Not the first time. Not the first time. The second time.
Yeah.
But Zach did, besides those two mistakes, Zach did a very good job. He actually can film us. He just chooses not to. But now we know that he actually can.
I am capable. I am
He's very capable.
See, you can't show your true worth, right? Otherwise, people use you and abuse you.
Okay.
So
Tell me about it.
like now, Alex gonna ask me to record a podcast, and I'll be like, no, I only do events. I'm good at events.
One day we should do a podcast with Matt Booth, and then it'll be a fun one, right? Because he'll be here, and then we'll surprise him with some Room 101 gin.
Wow, the stuff that he could just get whenever he wants. That sounds great.
Yeah, but we'll fill it with Hendrix and see if he notices.
He'd actually probably find that funny.
He'd be like, "Oh man, this is really good. Where'd you guys get this?
What year is this? I didn't know I made such good gin." No, that's funny. Yeah, we did see Matt Booth. Talked to him for a bit. All nonsense. All great nonsense, of course.
Yeah.
Did he give any good advice?
Good advice or no, he was great. I told him, I was like, I'd love to do something with you. He's like, can you wait like 5 minutes? And I was like, we got to run to another interview. He's like, all right, let's do it right now.
Oh, that works.
So yeah, he's cool. He's chill about
Yeah,
it.
cool. He actually remembered us. He said what's up to us
I would
first.
hope so. We've interviewed before.
He knows.
Yeah,
who Cigar Guys
it's been
are.
a little while though. And it was virtual, so you never really know, because they could barely see
Yeah, I
us.
think when we do virtual interviews, it's a little tough for like the recognition.
Yeah,
When you
that's
have
true.
someone here in
It's all
studio,
better. Yeah,
you know, the vibes.
give them
just
that
right.
warm fuzzy in person.
Exactly. That's why all our guests love us so much.
Yep.
We just, they're honorary cigar guys.
Yep. Edko was asking about you.
That's good.
Yeah, she missed you.
Oh, that's good to know.
But then she turned around and I think she got defensive. She was like, "Nah, we didn't want to see him anyway. We didn't want him here."
We celebrated the Masters on Sunday with pimento cheese sandwiches.
That is true. We left Sunday pretty much wide open because we were done.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Who else did we see?
We bumped into
I mean, we saw like Saka a couple times.
a couple times. We saw so many people, man.
Yeah.
We saw Howie G over there.
Oh, of course, Howie G interviewed him. Pretty much a lot of the Aganorsa Salif people, including Jeff Grover. He called us hot. Not to brag, but
You see any other Jeffs over there?
yes, of course. Jeff Borshowitz was there,
Nice.
walking around, doing his thing, acquiring a $25 million Fabergé egg humidor.
That's incredible.
Me and Zach got a chance to talk to the CFO of Padron.
That is true.
He's the only employee that's not a Padron family member.
That is true. I was also there, and I left because I had something to do. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I
did
said,
you
guys got this.
do you know the factory has an actual Padron store in there? You can go in and buy stuff.
Do you mean their Miami location?
Yeah,
Their headquarters? Yeah. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
We got to visit soon.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, actually, we should.
He said they're pretty friendly to the public.
Yeah, of course.
I assume you don't go there. They shit on you the whole time.
You want to do what? You want to purchase cigars?
I wonder if we could set something up with them.
Oh, we'll see.
Your next chat GPT email.
Well, they don't have any sales reps. Yeah, Francis didn't understand that. If he would have talked to me before, I could have explained that to him. And he walked in, he's like, there's no point of contact. I'm like, you just order.
Yeah, but so when they came though, they were like, "Oh yeah, we just order online."
Yeah.
They weren't confused about anything.
Exactly. You know, Albanians, they just try to milk you dry.
Yeah, cool seeing our boys from Don Christo's.
They were there too. For half of it.
Yeah, they were fun.
They were efficient. They did what they needed to do and they dipped.
Yeah, pretty much.
Congrats to them though. They got exclusive access to a bunch of Opus, Arturo Fuente Opus, the whole thing. I mean, their lounge. So we're not lying to you. This is proof. Arturo Fuente, Carlitos, he was so impressed with Don Cristo's when he went there up in Michigan. So impressed. He's like, whatever you guys need, let me know. We got it. So they have a great connection now.
Yeah, he called him like one of the top 3, I think, in the country.
2.
Yeah, did he say top 2?
Don't rob him. He's a top 2. I mean, that's what Francis said though, so who knows? But I mean, the best for sure. The best.
Honestly,
One
you
of the
probably
best.
said you're like one of the top of the country, which I think they are. I mean,
I think they are.
No,
Beautiful.
seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
I think because it's like you get high class restaurant treatment in a cigar lounge, which kind of sets them apart.
And you don't really have to eat there if you don't want to.
Well, no, yeah, you don't have to eat. You don't have to. You can eat if you want. You can smoke if you want, or you can drink. You don't have to do all free. Just whatever you want to do.
I recommend doing all 3.
I mean,
personally.
I recommend all 3 too, but it's like good if you're not hungry and you just want to smoke. Because like there are cigar lounges up there where if
it's
you want
like
to smoke,
strictly a restaurant.
yeah, you have to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like they'd waive that though if you bought a shit ton of cigars, like the places you're talking about.
They probably make you sit at the bar.
Still,
Or like a DuPont lighter, something like that.
yeah, drop $1,000. Like, you can do whatever you want.
I'm glad we finally found one.
Me too. Me too. What
Yeah,
else?
it's almost like a year ago on that trip.
That's true.
Sorry, the nostalgia got to me.
Are you
for a
saying
few
we're due
seconds.
for another trip?
Absolutely. That's what I was hinting at.
Yeah, great people.
I'll call our travel agent right after the show.
You're going up there soon, aren't you, Zach?
June.
Yeah, right before your wedding.
Nice. You gonna visit them?
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna drive by, wave at them.
We should give them another poster so they can hang up.
Oh yeah, is that still there?
I
Or
think
did they give
so,
it
yeah.
away?
No, they didn't give it away.
Oh,
Yeah, they hung it up.
was that there when we went?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
was,
didn't even
yeah.
see it, bro. I was too busy managing, being a director, a producer, coordinating. You know how it is.
Keeping the mics charged.
Dude, those bikes are really good.
Yeah,
Realistically, we didn't have to charge them at all.
that's good. Just got to plug them in.
Yeah.
It's a 2-step process.
Apparently, Anthony Mackie was there.
Who?
The how do I put this? The new Captain America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I probably would have walked right by him, not even noticed. From being honest.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm surprised Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't come to these. He's a really big cigar guy.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to be fucking bothered the whole time.
Yeah, that's true.
We should have invited him if you wanted to come so bad.
How many people do you think contacted him to make his own cigar?
Probably a bunch.
Probably all of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna contact him next, and then it'll be all of them.
We're not beggars.
Please let me do it. Please let me make a cigar.
We're facilitators.
Overall, though, I think it was a good event.
Yeah.
Weather was beautiful.
I think it was slower than I imagined.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a lot busier.
And I got mixed reviews. I talked to some people. I'm like, is this as busy or busier than Vegas? Some people said no. Some people said they're the busiest they've ever been. Some people said like it's the same.
I think if you're talking to the brands too, they base it off of how busy they were specifically,
Yeah.
not necessarily the whole convention. Because we were walking around, we could see like kind of everything, how busy it really was. But if you're stuck at your booth the whole time, you're kind of gauging it off of sales and like how many people you're talking to.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I think one of the big things too was there was a lot less international people there,
Yeah.
like than there usually is.
But like Manolo from Casa 19 Cigars, who was also there, he said that there was a lot of new retailers there.
Yeah.
Because it's on more the east side of the country, more people were able to come. New people were able to come.
Yeah. I think the international thing is going to be a big drop off now that they have the Dubai one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we have Germany, Dubai are the two big. Well, Germany's a big one. Intertabac. The new one, new PCA, the World Trade Show in Dubai is going to be big.
Yeah, but like, why would you, like, if you lived in Europe, why would you go to the one in
Yeah.
America when you know there's one closer to you coming soon?
Yeah, that's true. I looked at the floor map. It's not going to be as big, but being its first year and stuff, I'm sure that's why. What were your like top 3 cigars that you've had there? Because we have a bunch still that you actually smoked.
I'll start. First, it was the one that Oliver gave us,
The Bandolero.
the Bandolero. In no particular order, that was top 3. San Parai was top 3. Man, I don't know. We had so many.
I'm going to be honest with you.
So many in the top 3.
Just so many in general.
No, just so many. I kind of forget which one I smoked.
I want to say that the Knuckle Sandwich Puro was actually in my top 3.
Really?
Yeah,
Nah, I would have put it that high.
I think it was. I don't know if that's just because it was the very first cigar I had. That probably helped, but I mean,
So if I went Padron, would have been in the top 3.
well, if we received Padrones,
Yeah.
we're talking about cigars that we received and smoked.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you pull out a Padron right before the podcast?
I did.
That was from Tyler.
Ah,
And if you count this one I'm smoking right now, would you count that one?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'd count this Aventura
Okay.
in my top 3.
Yeah. It sucks we couldn't get an interview with Padron because we like helping out small businesses, you know.
Yeah. We got an idea for next PCA. It's going to be pretty funny.
I'd say top 3, no particular order, is the Sanpare Blue,
whoa.
then the purple,
Okay.
and then the gold. Yeah, I'd say the.
I'll say gold is
he
number
was
1.
handed us. I know. I said no particular order. He was handed us cigars, man. I was thankful because some of the cigars I smoked honestly were bad.
Yeah.
And every time I finished that one, we'd walk back. He'd be like, "Oh, here you go." I'm like, "Thank you so much."
Yeah. I thought my
But-
palate was going out for a bit, but then I had another Samparai and I was like, oh no, we're still good.
Yeah.
It's not me.
No, literally. That's
I
literally-
had the red, the smaller size. I think it's like a Robusto. That one's really good.
Oh yeah, he did give us a red.
So I had the red A about a month ago. It's the longer one. And I was like, I don't think this is my favorite Samparai, but he gave me that short one. And it was really good. I legit was burning my fingers, like trying to keep it going.
Honestly though, yeah, the Bandolero was really good. I think that was like a great intro to PCA.
Yeah,
So I'm really thankful for that one.
absolutely.
Samparai, just because we smoked so many, had a good time there. The vibes are good.
Yeah. I wish we did the Korean one. I just like the bands. I think they look pretty cigars with some boxes.
The Korean ones are really cool.
I meant to say let's go back and talk to them, but I
There's so many people.
totally forgot.
So many people we wanted to talk to. So if we didn't see you, there's just so many people.
I don't know what my third favorite was though. Huh. What else did we smoke? Didn't
I'm trying to
someone
remember.
gave us man, what was it? Was it Willie? The one did Willie?
Yeah, so Willie gave us the La Aurora, the new from the Family Creed.
That's right.
I didn't smoke that one though.
I don't remember if I,
I haven't
smoked
smoked
that
that
one.
yet either.
Yeah, I specifically put that one away, and I'm waiting to smoke it. I could sit down and actually enjoy it. Bless you.
Yeah.
That was the thing too. A lot of the stuff that was given to me, if I was like, I know that this is probably gonna be better, I put it in the bag and saved it because I didn't want to. I didn't want to waste an opportunity to, have it be influenced by all the smoke and the, exhaustion and stuff. So like Bentleys, threw them in the bag, taking those home.
That's right. I forgot we got the
We
Bentleys.
got Bentleys.
Yeah.
Bentley was there. Saw Jonathan and Mike were there. So grateful for that. We're going to be enjoying those here at home and posting content for them.
Oh, we also met the main owner of Bentley, the one that owns a European market too.
Did we?
Yeah, he's the first guy we talked to.
Yeah, he was there.
The guy we interviewed, or
No.
okay,
No.
okay, really?
The other guy, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, he was a super cool guy.
Yeah, because remember I was talking to him about Bentley in Croatia.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I saw different sizes. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. What else? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I had the M Bombay. That's right there. That's super good. That's really good.
Which one?
The M Bombay. That's the one that Bentley also gave us. I think they were working together.
Oh, that's right. I think one of those is mine, actually.
I mean, that one's mine. I smoked yours, so that one's mine.
Thanks.
Trying to remember. Casa 1910, the new Cigars.
Yeah, I was waiting on that one, too.
Yeah. My Colorado broke in the plane.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And I'm told that's like the better one,
Is this
supposedly.
a humidified bag?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
we have some of those too.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I did think the Mex cigar was really good.
Oh, you had it?
I had one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then we got another one later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just wanted to smoke it to try it.
I honestly did not recognize him. Last time we saw him, he had long
Yeah,
hair and
yeah.
a big mustache.
Yeah.
I saw one of his emails just like after we left, and it said like, by the way, I don't have a mustache anymore. Like, just a heads up.
That's pretty funny.
Because we walked up to the booth, I'm like looking for him. We met all the other guys from the team on Friday. So I walk up Saturday, I'm like, where is he? And I look at him, I'm like, oh shit, there he is.
Yeah, that's funny.
Even for a second when I was shaking his hand, I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah, because if you watch, I think episode 18 when he's on, he's got the whole curled mustache. He had like the freaking jungle outfit on. It was funny. I think I can't really remember much else. I'm sure if I open the humidor, we'll see. But I mean, of course, all the big brands are there. We did get Red Meat Lover from Saka, the new one.
Always a
yeah.
fan. Yeah.
I'm sure that we can find those soon. That's the thing too. A lot of these bigger brands, like we know that we're gonna be able to, if we really need to, we'll go right across the street and grab them.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk to any huge brands
No, yeah, I think. I mean,
besides United.
a lot of
obviously.
those you have to book early, and I wasn't totally informed with this whole thing, so I was like, I mean, but we've had a lot of these people on our show before too, so I wasn't stressed about it. There's always next year, and then we can make Jared in charge of that.
Yep. And we interviewed Gurkha. They might have 3 good cigars coming out, actually.
Maybe we'll see.
Wow, change of heart from the last podcast.
Well, they didn't make the cigars.
They were collabs. But yeah, they're going for a whole American theme. I was right about the rebranding, by the way. It's happening. Something's happening. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think one cigar is made by Oliva. One's by AJ Fernandez. And then, was the last one Plasencia?
That's probable. Yeah. That would be a good guess.
But Plasencia makes their cigars anyways, don't they? Or at least a decent portion of them.
Yeah. That's why it's a safe bet. Highlight of the weekend. Overall.
Nothing we can talk about on the podcast.
Flying first class back home.
First class.
No, I got free drinks, free snacks.
First class treatment.
That was honestly the best cheap airline I've flown on.
Dude, Breeze Airways?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Awesome.
They had the most legroom.
I was shocked. My
I
only
was shocked.
complaint is that my seat made me feel like I was sitting like this until you could lean it back, and then it would
Yeah.
feel like a normal seat.
I'll tell you what, man, though. That
Oh, so what happened with them?
was cheaper with who?
With Breeze? Our incident.
Oh, yeah. So there we are in the lounge, hanging out.
As we do.
I'm drinking. Alex is drinking. Mark's doing homework.
and
Or-
drinking.
No, he's just doing homework, actually. He's being good. But
Free food, free drinks. I
Free
feel like that
food.
was the theme.
yeah, food was really good there, too.
Facts. Hush puppies.
Yeah, the hush puppies are good.
17 orders of hush puppies.
I was about to go downstairs and get beignets. And then I'm like, all right, guys, let's go. They're about to start boarding. Alex gets a text. Hey, they're doing last call on our flight. And I'm like, they haven't started boarding yet.
Exactly.
They board in 2 minutes. He's like, it says they did last call. And I'm like, well, let's go. So we go to the gate. And sure enough,
Empty.
no one was there. They did last call. And we're like the last people on the plane. I think there's only like 2 other people that, they're waiting for, but they ended up leaving. And I'm like, did you guys board early? And she's like, oh, yeah, we just decided to board early. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, we almost missed our flight.
If you do that, you have to still be able to stay there until the final boarding call, like the original final boarding call.
Yeah.
Which I think they did, but like still.
Yeah.
There's no point because then it's like, we're all sitting here now for 30 minutes waiting for 3 people.
I know. Then I get on the plane and my frat guys were there, gave me a shot of Fireball.
Really?
Yeah. Drink the Fireball on the plane, sit down, enjoy the flight back.
On my flight there, this lady was pulling out like drinks from her backpack and was drinking them.
That's what these guys did.
And then somebody saw her and stopped her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But where did they buy that? The duty free?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can't buy duty free unless you're international.
Yeah, but
Like they ask
still,
for your flight number and
you
stuff.
can still buy it. They just charge you like a regular price and not a tax-free price.
Oh, really? Huh.
That's why they ask for your boarding pass. So if you're flying international, they waive the taxes.
Oh.
I was always under the impression that you cannot buy duty free stuff.
You can still pay full price, like with taxes and everything.
I feel like
If you're going to a lot of the international ones, they'll show you the price difference.
I feel like I remember back in the day, duty free used to be cheaper than like getting it elsewhere. But now I feel like when you go to duty free, it's more expensive.
I don't know. I mean, in Croatia, like I was buying stuff and it was cheaper there. But like it wasn't cheaper. It was the same price, but because you're not paying the taxes on it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Like when you come back to America, at least, like I saw Eagle Rare for like $130.
Yeah, liquor wise, yeah.
It's like what, $40 in the store?
Yeah.
Or that's the MSRP it's supposed to be. But
You want to talk about this real quick?
What's the name of the company?
Stogie Caddy.
All
You're
right,
in
guys. I'm in for it. They're in for it?
They're in for it. Be honest.
Do they sell like the STL file or just these?
I don't know.
All right, guys. So we got
1 ring gauge, 60 ring gauge.
So we got a Stogie Caddy. They sent us this here. It's supposed to hold your cigar
If it's a 60 ring gauge.
if it's a 60 ring gauge only.
Which we don't smoke and we don't have.
Yeah. It's 3D printed. Material is nice. It's probably ABS, I think. Yeah, it's ABS.
Does it taste good?
it's got a magnet.
It's got a magnet on it. He's got to adjust his print head. But
Are you gonna
honestly,
go home and remake it when you get home?
Well, that's why I asked if he has it. I'm gonna look up the STL. I bet you it's on. Look up Thingiverse on your phone. You have your phone.
Can you resize it to normal ring gauges?
Well, see, here's the thing. You can, and it looks like it's just empty. You put a sticker on it. I mean, to be honest with you, it's a good idea, but like, it sucks with plastic. If you use a rubberized filament, which they have, then like people have made Crocs, with 3D printers. It would actually be like I think a lot better, because then you could do a range, right? 55 to 60. 55 ring gauge cigar will be a little bit tight, and then a 60 would fit on perfect. And plus, the rubberized would have more friction to hold it.
You mean 65 would be tight?
Or whatever.
60 would be good, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. I like the idea, though.
My only issue with a lot of the designs I've seen is that you have to slide it on, and my fear is that it would tear the wrapper.
That's true. I wish I had 60 ring gauge.
I looked up and down and all
This
over
is
the
60.
house. No, it's not.
Oh, no. What is it, like 55?
54 probably.
I know somebody gave us
Brought
one
you-
60 ring gauge.
I don't believe it.
Brought to you by Threat Locker.
Our trip was also sponsored by Threat Locker. Threat Locker kept our cigars safe and our software even safer. I'm telling you, you're not going to find anything.
I mean, this Placencia might
Maybe
with the wrapper.
with the cellophane.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good idea. I like it. But this is a new Placencia, by the way. Alma del Cielo. Is that how you pronounce
Cielo.
it? Cielo?
Cielo.
Cielo?
Sound it out.
Cielo.
That's the one you
No,
can
it's
actually
one
sound
L.
out and get right.
It's one L.
So Cielo.
Cielo.
Yeah. I do like the story behind it, I guess. So the whole story behind that cigar is his mother lived on a farm. And
Mother or father?
The mother lived on the
Okay.
farm when she was a kid.
Okay,
and
you're right.
because of health issues, her parents had to sell the farm. And then his dad bought the farm for her as a gift.
I'm
So-
shocked you actually remembered that. I'm proud of you.
I thought it was a cool story.
No, yeah. So it's the tobacco is officially grown at the highest elevation in the industry as far as we're concerned.
I guess hence the name.
Yes. Correct. Hence
yeah.
why it came down from the heavens.
What's this?
While that one guy sang, the Grammy Award singer that I don't know.
What's this guy's name again?
Stogie Caddy.
Stogie Caddy.
I think it's on the TikTok shop, and that's the only place I could find it.
Okay, can't speak. Stogie Caddy. Send me the STL. I'll work on it, and I'll send you back a improved
For a fee.
version. Brought to you by an aerospace engineer. If you want that certification, that will cost you. But
Actually, there was a cigar brand. I was going to bring it up to you. I totally forgot. That was the whole thing was made with German engineering.
I love when people say that. Like Purple Mattress does it, made by an aeronautical engineer. I'm like, okay, relax.
Yeah, made by German engineering. So you tell me it's going to break down?
You're telling me you have to take it to the shop?
You know what the difference with German engineers are versus like if you take like Japanese like engineers, like motor cars, German engineers expect stuff to work the way they designed it. And if it's not in tolerance of the way they designed it, it's going to break down. Like, because they want it to run at optimal performance versus Japanese cars Japanese cars will work forever because they have like redundancies built in and they don't mind the idea of working at like less performance.
I had a friend that had a Toyota 4Runner. It was like a 90-something 4Runner in high school. Anyways, he drove this thing for a long time. So he decided to go get an oil change. And the guy goes, "You have no oil in this car. How did
That's
you drive
wild.
this here?" Yeah.
That is wild.
Hmm.
I love when you hear like a Corolla drive by and it's just like stock exhaust.
God forbid my German car, yells at me if I
Drive it.
if I need a quart of oil. It's like please fill me. Oh my God. It's like you can continue driving, but the air that it gives, it's like you are 1 1/4 quart short. Please fill your oil now, but you could continue driving. I'm like, okay.
So I got SpongeBob thing. Water.
Yeah, literally. And it's just so common. You go to the Audi dealership and they're just like, "Oh, you need a top off? Yeah, sure, no problem."
$200.
No, it's free.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they just tap it off, which I was pissed about because the first few times I pull up to the service plant thing, I get out and they're like, "Oh, what do you need?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just need oil." Or I'm like, "I'm going to go get a quart of oil." They're like, "Oh, okay." So I go buy it, fill it up, leave. Second time, do the same thing.
They're like, "Don't say anything."
Third time, I see my sales guy or my service guy there. He's like, "Oh, Zach, what are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh, I need some oil." He's like, "Oh yeah, we'll just top you off." I'm like, "No, I gotta go buy it." He's like, "No, we don't charge for that." I'm like, "Dude, I've paid the last 2 times." He's like, "They never told you?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh yeah."
Exactly.
I'm like, son of a bitch. I mean, it's cheap. It was like $5.
Oh,
Yeah, but
still, that's $10 you could have saved and bought a cigar.
that's what I'm saying.
like Jared says, he doesn't tip, so that way he can buy the next cigar.
Oh, I always tip.
That's a joke. That's a joke we made earlier.
Oh, okay. Oof. Oof.
Jared leaves $100 tip every time, and I have video proof.
Yeah, top it off.
All right. Exciting stuff. If you were there, hope you had fun. Hope you had a successful weekend. If you weren't there, sorry you weren't there, Jared. But I guess we'll see you next time. And then we'll see you next year in New Orleans.
Oh, real quick. For everyone that messaged us to check out your booth, I'm sorry we couldn't make it to every one of you. Like that soda brand, they messaged us to go over there.
Oh, dude.
And
I wanted to go to that.
I know. And we totally
You
forgot.
saw that?
Yeah.
Dang.
I keep up with our media. I just don't tell you. You got to keep. No, I'm joking. I saw it last minute, and I'm like, shit. We couldn't go.
Well, yeah. So spam us. We give you consent to spam us. Everyone
Yeah.
else, be cordial.
Let us know because I do want to try it. I actually was really mad, and Mark pointed it out too.
Oh, you
Right
both.
when we
You
were
both
leaving.
suck.
Yeah. Mark's like, oh, there's a soda place over there, and like we're leaving, and I'm like, oh shit, I think they commented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone sent us a DM. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Sorry. I'm sorry because I didn't get to try it. But we'll see you next year.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Peace.
See you later. Till next time.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cigar Guys podcast. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the latest episodes. Looking for short form content? Check out all our social media accounts in the description below.